I'll do is I shall wait maybe 2 or 3 minutes just to invite more guests to join the stream, and then if anybody currently has any questions before we start, go ahead and let me know. So today we'll be showing you a full tour of the building. We'll show you all our common areas, we'll show you our studio flat, how that's set up, and how our ensuite flats are set up also. Like I said before we start, if anybody has any questions, just pop them in the chat just now, and my glamorous assistant Bev, she'll ask me the questions as we go along. No questions? Okay, no problem. How many viewers do we have at the moment, Viv?
129.
129, that's brilliant. Okay, so I think we're going to get as many viewers as we're going to get at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll start off the tour. This is our reception area. We are basically available here 24/7, so that's 24 hours a day, 7 days per week. We should always have somebody at the desk. If not, we'll have signs up basically to let you know that our person that's normally on the desk is probably helping a student in the building currently. Basically this is how the reception is set up. Currently at Raj, our manager, just manning the desk just while we do the live stream. Basically at reception, if you have any parcels that arrive for you, they'll come to here and we will scan those for you, and an email will be sent to you to let you know that you can come and collect your parcel whenever you would like to. Okay?
Meta says hello.
Hi Meta. Okay, so from here I shall take you to our courtyard area. So our courtyard area basically has our front gate here, which is obviously very secure. To enter the building, you always need to use your key card, which you will be given when you actually check into Gibson Street with us. This is specific to you, so this will only open your room when you use it, so it's very secure, as I said. We also have our lock entrance here, again, just access with key card. Just beyond here, you have our bike storage area, so if you wish to bring a bike with you, you would just register it with us and you can store it here whenever you're ready. Just past that as well, if you have any rubbish when you're staying with us at Gibson Street, that would just go in the bin storage area, which is just past these doors. Out back, we have our courtyard area, which is just a nice outdoor area for you to spend. The great thing about our common areas is as well is they're covered by CCTV, as you can see here. So every part of our public areas is covered by CCTV, so it's very secure. So we can always keep an eye out to keep you safe. Okay. Here I shall take you to our block entrance, like I said, which you have. This is our main entrance here. So at our main entrance we have our notice board, which has our full team here. So if you haven't met anybody when you've checked in, you can also check and see who is actually the full team. We also have our weekly planner, so any events we're having at Gibson Street will be on here. And also we have events that are upcoming at the University of Glasgow as well. Predominantly, obviously, most of our students that are at Gibson Street will be from the University of Glasgow. But you don't need to be. You can stay here, which no matter which university you're with at Glasgow. Okay, from here, I shall take you down mates, or you can come here with your friends that don't even stay here. You just let us know that obviously you're bringing your friends in. That would be great. We also have in this area a 50-inch TV. We also have a PS4 console. We have all the controls and a stack of games which you can use to play on here. We also have an online subscription to PlayStation, and we also have a subscription to Netflix as well, okay? So you can watch movies on the PS4 as well whenever you like. Just next to the common area is Kelvin Grove Park and the River Kelvin. So we have nice views here of the River Kelvin and Kelvin Grove Park. Just past the trees here, we have Kelvin Bridge Underground, which is a subway system for Glasgow. So you can just take the train from Kelvin Bridge, and within 5 minutes you'll be in Glasgow city centre. Also, we have lots of supermarkets in the area. So just past the church that was on screen a second ago, on Great Western Road we have a supermarket known as Tesco and a supermarket known as Sainsbury's. So you can just go there whenever you like to pick up some daily essentials or to do a weekly shop. And like I said, it's 5 minutes walk, so you'll be able to just come straight back to your room and put your things away whenever you like. Okay. From here, I shall show you our study area.
Meta says that it's a pretty and peaceful view, and so convenient. And she's asking who the celebrities are.
Oh, yeah, these celebrities are here at the moment. Just to obviously remind everybody to social distance. We have The Rock, you have Serena Williams. This study area space is just a little area to let you study when you don't want to study in your room, because in your room you have your own study desk, but this area just allows you to have someone else out with your room to obviously study.
So someone's mentioned best located site in the West End next to the University of Glasgow.
It is. It is only a 2-minute walk from here to the nearest building of the University of Glasgow, which is the gym, which is just at the top of the street here. The gym is, like I said, just located 2 minutes away. You also have the St Andrew building for the University of Glasgow, a 2-minute walk away as well, which is very handy for the education students, because that's where basically they're based most of the time. The actual main campus of University of Glasgow is actually a 5-minute walk away as well, so it's very handy. Basically you have Kelvin Grove Park and the University of Glasgow and the University Gym right on your doorstep. Okay, from here I'll show you our laundry services. We have the laundry services here. We have 2 washers, 2 dryers, very simple to use. There's just an app you download onto your phone called Circuit Laundry. You just load that with top-ups, and whenever you wish to use the services, it's £3 for a wash and £1.50 to dry. So it's very, very cheap to actually do your laundry here at Gibson Street. Do you have any questions currently? No? Okay.
No, nothing current.
From here, I'll show you our postbox area.
Well, someone did mention it seems ideal right next to the park and university.
Yes, and the park is lovely, especially in the summer. Lots of people, or lots of students, like to go to the park with their friends just to chill out and have picnics and stuff. So it's really, really, the actual park entrance is like 1 minute away from here, so it's very handy for that.
Meta's asked, do I have to stay in the laundry room until it's done?
No, the laundry app will tell you once your laundry is done, so that you can come either pick it up from the dryer or move it from the washer to the dryer to obviously dry things off.
Okay.
From here, like I said, I'll just show you our postbox area. So any letters you have will be received here. Each flat and each studio has its own postbox. Postboxes, if you need the key for them, we have them at reception. So whenever you need to pick up your mail, you just pop to reception, we'll give you the key, open your mailbox, pick up your letter and then return the key to us. Also, like I mentioned earlier, parcels, they'll come to reception as well. We'll scan those, send you an email to let you know that they're available to pick up. So, if we don't have any further questions at the moment, I shall take you to our ensuite flat to show you how one of those is set up, and then from there we'll take you to our studio rooms. No questions? Okay, perfect. Overall, we have 8 floors on Gibson Street. The great thing about Gibson Street is that we only have 93 rooms in total, so it's a very exclusive site. The great thing is as well, because we only have those 93 rooms, it's very quiet here, so it allows you a lot of time to study, obviously, when you're not with your friends and stuff. Okay. From here I'll take you up in the elevator. Hopefully the signal doesn't drop out because it can be a little laggy when we're in the lift.
So we've just received a comment from Etta. How do you monitor safety in using the common space at the moment?
Currently, at the moment, obviously, we would limit.
How do you monitor the safety in using common spaces at the moment?
Currently, like I said, the guidelines around COVID are that you should stick to your own household when meeting other people. So we would monitor that via CCTV with day staff and obviously night staff. Obviously, the same for currently we're not allowed to let people come into the building that are not from a household within the building. So unfortunately at the moment friends of people in the building aren't allowed to come into the building. Like I said, we're monitoring that via CCTV and trying to make sure that we're keeping everybody safe while we're at Gibson Street. So
we've just received another comment saying, I like that it is only 93 beds. It must be very safe and reassuring to live next to an exclusive site next to the university.
It is. Like I said, there's only 93 rooms. That means it's nice and quiet. No matter what academic level you're at, be it first year to PhD, we have all those levels at Gibson Street. And like I said, because it's 93 beds, it makes it a little quieter, makes it easier for you to study while you're here at Gibson Street. Any more comments or questions? If not, we'll move on to our ensuite flat and how that's set up. So here we have our main hall, off which you would have your room for each person that stays in the flat, and then next to that you would have your kitchen. This flat is a 3-bedroom flat, but mostly all of our flats are 5 to 6 people sharing.
So someone's comment saying it looks like a very pretty site.
Thank you. So this is how our kitchens are set up at Gibson Street. So you have your breakfast bar, next to which you have microwave, kettle, toaster. These are all provided for you. You also have your hob and oven. So anything you want to cook, you can basically cook it here. The great thing about Gibson Street is that we have dishwashers built into the actual kitchen itself, so it just makes cleaning up a lot easier for you. Also, every kitchen will come with its own fridge freezer. If you're in the bigger ensuite flats, they'll come with 2 to give you a lot more space to obviously store your food, because you're obviously sharing with more people. The great thing about this, well, generally, is here you can see University of Glasgow is just right here, which is always compared to Hogwarts, strangely. The great thing about Gibson Street as well is Gibson Street itself has loads of cafes and small restaurants. It also has like shops, so if you don't want to go to the supermarkets, you can just go to the local shops here to pick up daily things that you may need to pick up as well. From here, we shall show you how typically an ensuite room is set up.
Meta says the buildings outside look so beautiful.
They are old school Glasgow architecture, which if you look up at the top of buildings, the architecture at the top of buildings are great. So this is typically how an ensuite room is set up. So when you enter the room, you have storage here on these shelves. You also have storage next to that in a cupboard. So you have hanging space. What I also say is to any student is also to get like a small set of drawers from IKEA, and that'll give you some more storage down at the bottom of this cupboard space also. Next to the storage area for your shelf space, you have your ensuite. So obviously you have your toilet, you have your sink area, and you have a very spacious shower area, which even me being a tall person can fit in very easily. And you can see I still have height and space everywhere.
Meta says yours is tall.
I am. I'm unusually tall. So up here we have obviously a bed area, which is a 3/4 sized double bed. Underneath which you have storage. So when you're not using like your suitcases once you've arrived, you can store these underneath your bed. So you have storage here and the other side also. So it's very handy for that. And you have lots of depth in terms of space as well. Also, you have loads more storage space here in the shelves. You also have bookcase for storage as well. The great thing about your desk study area is that you have lots of outlets. So if your plug sockets here, you also have, if you want to, you can use the wired internet also, and also you have the antenna here if you want to hook up your TV to watch TV as well.
So just received a comment that the bed looks really big and comfy. I love the extra underbed storage. Looks like a big room.
It's very, very handy. In terms of size, it's 13 metres squared. So in terms of an ensuite room, it's quite spacious. The great thing about these rooms is as well, they all have their own heater, which is very easy to use. You just make sure that your switch at the bottom here is on, and then you just select your heating setting, and then just touch the button there, and that switches your heating on. If at any point you wish to switch it off, you just switch it off at the bottom here. If you want it on again, you'll just switch this back on and then press the touch button. The great thing about all the ensuite room as well is you have a great view no matter which area you are. So we have north facing, west facing, east facing and south facing rooms. So depending on what your preference would be, it's very, very handy to obviously let us know so that we can try it, and obviously.
So Meta just asked, how is the soundproofing of the window? Is it double glazed?
It is double glazed. So as you can see here, you have the first pane and then you have the pane behind that, so that is double glazed. When you're on street level, or your street view, as you can hear, you could hear obviously a second ago that when you have the window open, you can hear noise, but when you shut the window, you can't hear anything. you have any other questions about the ensuite rooms currently? No?
We're at 200 viewers now.
Okay, that's great. Welcome to all our viewers. Keep watching along. We'll obviously give you more information as we keep going along. These rooms are set up as a 51-week tenancy also. So they're weekly £165 per week. And you would need to pay a £250 deposit when you make a booking to actually secure the room for 21-22 academic year also.
Meta says very quiet even with the window open, great for studying and focusing.
It is. Great point. Okay, from here I shall take you out of our ensuite flat. I'll take you downstairs to the 4th floor to our studio room and show you how that's set up also. Again, we may lose signal while we're in the elevator. If we do, please just stick around and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Again, as you can see, each room is accessed by keycard.
I'm not sure if we're connected. Okay, yeah, we are good.
Okay, just give it a second to catch up. How many viewers are there?
207.
Perfect. So I'll just let the stream catch up a second because obviously we lost signal again while in the elevator.
Okay, we're good to go.
Excellent. So what I'll do is, again, like I said, key card to access the room. So obviously we have a master key card, but basically your key card will only allow you to access your room. So again, like I said, this is how a studio is set up. So once you're in the room, you have your storage area for, your storage shelf, sorry, for storage. Next to which you obviously have your ensuite room. You also have cupboard space, so your hanging space here. And like I said, I always recommend that you get a set of drawers from somewhere cheap like B&Q or IKEA, and that will just like give you some more space underneath. Obviously, like I said, in the previous ensuite room is pretty much set up the exact same. So you have your toilet, sink, mirror area. You have some shelves to obviously have your bathroom accessories, and then obviously you have your shower. Again, you have plenty of room. So you probably get 7 feet clearance, and then you have probably 4 feet clearance each side of you as well. Obviously the studio rooms have a wee bit more storage than obviously the ensuite room is, because obviously you've basically double the space in the studio rooms, so you're looking at 26 metres squared rather than 13 metres squared. So next to your ensuite area, you have a storage cupboard, all of which you'll have your essentials for your room. So you'll have your ironing board, your iron, you'll have a vacuum cleaner, you'll have a mop and a bucket, and you'll have like a sweeping brush and a sweeping, sorry, sorry, excuse me. Sorry. You also have a what are these? Sorry, I completely forgot what I was saying. From here I'll show you the kitchen. So the kitchen area, you have loads of storage. Here you also have your sink area for cleaning your things once you're done. You also have, again, the great thing about the studios is obviously you have dishwasher inbuilt in here as well. You also have your hob and oven area, and again obviously you have fridge freezer for storage of food also. Again, microwave included. We also include a toaster and kettle, and you have more storage underneath your breakfast bar also, with a seating area.
So Meta says oven and micro separate in the studio. That's great.
Yes.
And we have received another comment. The studio is massive and so modern.
It is. That's what's great about a studio. Even the en-suites, like, it doesn't matter which room you're staying in. They're very modern, up to date, because the building was only made in 2008. So, like I said, it's more up to date, and we obviously try to keep everything up to date year on year also.
We've just received another comment. Dishwasher included. Ideal. Good to see hob, oven, toaster and kettle.
Yes. It's great. And also, like I said, you would also receive your vacuum cleaner, your ironing board, etc. You would have that in your ensuite flat as well to obviously help you and your flatmates keep the kitchen tidy. Okay, so from here you obviously have your study desk, like I showed you in your ensuite room. You have storage drawers next to your desk also.
Meta says it's handy too that you don't have to buy them.
Yes, very, very handy. Like I said, we obviously include that in your room. Obviously you have your bookcase. As I said in the previous ensuite room, you have loads of outlet sockets. You have your wired internet and your TV antenna also, like I said, if you want to bring a TV with you. Obviously, being a bigger room as well, you have 2 heaters in your studio room. So you have one here in the study area and one in your kitchen area also. The good thing is as well, your studio comes with a couch, so you can just chill out here with your friends if you wish. You also have a little table area as well. Next to this, we have your, again, 3/4 size double bed. Next to which you have also an outlet for charging your phone.
Someone just said, I really love the views from Gibson Street.
Views are great, which I will show you again in a second. So the good thing is as well, next to your bed you have these set of drawers, which again gives you a little bit of storage space. As previous with your ensuite room, underneath this bed you have your underbed storage on each side. Again, with the same depth as previous. And as our commenter said a second ago, the views, no matter which direction you're viewing, with the studio rooms we have available south facing, which is street view, we have east facing, which is River Kelvin view, or we have in between, which is southeast facing, which is a bit of both.
Meta says it's convenient to have sockets next to the bed.
Very, very handy for obviously charging your phone, or charging, maybe you have wireless earbuds, charging them next to your phone at night, so that if you want to, if you can't get to sleep, you can just put your earbuds in and you know they're obviously fully charged when you put them in. Just in a second, I just need to grab my clipboard again. So as one of our commenters said, the views are great no matter which view you have. You have Kelvin Grove Park, you have Gibson Street itself, you have the River Kelvin. The views are great no matter which way you're viewing.
Well, someone's comment saying I really like the layout, very well thought of.
It is. It's obviously all to it's to keep in mind obviously the residents and how to keep them comfortable at all times. Does anybody have any questions about the studio rooms at all? If not, then I shall take you...
Someone's asked, how many left?
Currently, we have 10 studios currently available, but these are our most popular rooms. So if you want to make a booking, I would speak to one of our uHome representatives as quick as possible, because before you know it, these rooms will be sold out. Because as I said previously, we only have 93 rooms in total, so these rooms fill up very, very fast.
Meta says, are they south-facing?
Well, it depends on which one you're in, because we have 18 studios in total. Each has, on each floor, a south-facing view, a south-east-facing view, and an east-facing view. So south would be Gibson Street itself, south-east would be Gibson Street and part of the Kelvin River, and east-facing would be River Kelvin. Like I mentioned previously. If you don't have any further questions at the moment, I'll take you back to reception, and we can finish off the tour. And if you have any questions at that point, fire away. Again, hopefully we won't lose signal, but like I mentioned previously, it may happen. So bear with us.
Meta's asked, would you provide any support if need to self-isolate?
Yes.
It's going to come.
What I'll do is I'll wait till we get down to the ground.
I think we're back.
We're back? Yes, we are back. Okay, so yes, that is a good question. If you do need to self-isolate, ourselves in the day team, like myself, Brian or Vev, or our maintenance team will help you during the day if you need to self-isolate. So if you have any shopping delivered, we'll bring that to your room. If you have any parcels delivered, we'll bring them to you as well. Also, we'll let our support team at head office know that you're self-isolating, and they'll get in contact with you as well, just to make sure that you're okay within that self-isolation period.
Emily asks, how can I pick up my parcel?
Parcel is very easy. We'll scan your parcel, an email will be sent to you with a QR code. You bring that QR code on your phone and we will scan that and then give you your parcel. Very, very simple. New visitor. Any other questions?
Meta's asked, can I stay with my friends in the same house and can I visit my family while they visit?
Sorry, say that again.
Can I stay with my friends in the same house and can my family stay for a little if they visit?
Yes, if you wish to stay in the same house, we can arrange that. For talking's sake, if you wish to stay in a studio, we can offer dual occupancy. So if you wish to stay with a friend or a partner, as long as they are also a student, then we can offer dual occupancy. Also, if you want to stay in a flat or in your house with all your friends, so say for talking's sake it was yourself and 5 friends, we could offer a group booking where you could all stay in the same flat, all 6 of you, at the same time.
Someone's asked, is there security at night? Is reception open 24 hours?
Yes, it's open 24/7, so that's 24 hours, 7 days per week, 365 days per year. There's always normally somebody at the desk If not, we have signs that we'll put up, because basically the person that is on duty is probably helping another student. If you give them a call and let them know that you're at reception to obviously, because you need help, they'll come as soon as they've obviously helped the other student.
I just asked, how do I apply for dual occupancy in a studio? That's a great offer.
All you would do is you would speak to our uhomes representatives. You can do that by clicking on, I think it's a small house icon, and that should take you to one of our uhomes representatives that should be able to answer any of your questions and offer you the dual occupancy.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope, nothing.
Okay, we'll maybe go another minute in case we get a few more questions through. And then what we'll do is we'll sign off and let everybody get on with their day, okay?
New visitor.
No more questions? No?
Just one last one from Meta.
Okay.
It's not came through yet. Any good restaurant recommendations, please?
I would say Usabi, which is just at the end of the street. It's a nice cafe restaurant. It's good for breakfast, it's good for lunch, good for dinner. They're open, well, from about 8 in the morning, I think, up until about 6 at night. So yeah, they're a really good deli, which is just at the end of the street. It's actually like about 300 yards down the street, if that. So it's very, very handy.
Someone says, thanks for the tour. I love Gibson Street. Thank you, Brian.
No problem.
I meant to say thank you very much.
No problem. Anything else?
Love the tour. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, if that's all the questions we have, I think we'll wrap up today. And like I said, let everybody get on with what their day entails. So thank you very much for joining us. Like I said, if you have any questions, just speak to our uHome specialist. They'll be able to help you at any point with any questions they have. So thank you and have a nice day.